What is your favorite joke? I have the heart of a lion and a lifetime ban from the Toronto Zoo. Judge: Mickey, I'm afraid I can't grant you a divorce. Mickey: why not? Judge: you can't divorce Minnie just because she's crazy. Mickey: I didn't say she was crazy, I said she was fucking goofy. So, a pirate walks into a bar with a steering wheel in his pants. The bartender asks him, "Hey, isn't that thing bothering you?" The pirate responds, "Yeah. It's driven me nuts. Also, I used to tell a joke about Jonestown, but the punchline was too long. Do you want to hear a bad knock-knock joke? Ding dong." Steak jokes are a rare medium well done. Did you hear about the guy that was fired from the sperm bank? He was caught drinking on the job. A cop pulls over a car with two Bulgarians. The cop makes his way up to the window and says, "We're looking for two child molesters." The Bulgarians look at each other for a moment and turn back to the cop. "Well, do it, ick, nothing about Bulgaria. I just found this joke really funny and copy-pasted it." The killing joke: two men rob a bank and are escaping over the top of the buildings. One man takes a jump over a large gap and makes it while the other is too scared. The first man says, "I'll shine my flashlight across the gap so you can walk across the beam." The second man says, "Do you think I'm an idiot? Yeah, I'll just turn the light off when I'm halfway across." Jesus said, "Who do you say that I am?" They replied, "You are the eschatological manifestation of the ground of our being, the ontological meaning of our selfhood revealed." And Jesus said, "What?" Here's a joke I tried to tell that went very wrong. What do you do if you see an epileptic in the bath? Throw your laundry in. I told this joke in a bar, and one of the patrons gave me the death stare and said to me, "I don't find that at all funny. My son was epileptic and died in the bath." I apologized to the man, saying I hadn't meant to cause him distress at my crude humor. "That's okay," he replied. He choked on one of my socks. Man walks into a psychiatrist's office, says, "Doc, you got to help me. I think I'm a dog." Psychiatrist says, "How long have you had this delusion?" Man says, "Ever since I was a puppy." So the psychiatrist says, "Well, lie down on my couch and we'll talk about it." Man says, "I'm not allowed on the furniture." How many flies does it take to screw in a light bulb? 2. But the more important question is, how did they get in there in the first place? How do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it. Two guys walk into a bar. Ouch. This legit got me cracking up for 10 minutes the first time I heard it. Two drums and a cymbal fall down a cliff. Badum tshttps://i.imgur.com/lwkhuef.gif. Two whales, a male and a female, were swimming along when the male whale spotted a ship. He said, "That's the ship that killed my dad. Let's go. I don't know. Let's take a big breath of air and go under the boat and let the air out our blowhole, which will aerate the water and it will lose its bouncy and the ship will sink." The female whale looked at him for a few moments, then thought, "What the heck?" So they both took in a big breath of air, swam under the boat and let all that air out their blowholes. To her astonishment, it worked. Then the male whale started to celebrate, laughing, saying they showed that ship on and on until he noticed all the sailors swimming around. "Hey," said the male whale, "it wasn't the ship that killed my dad, it was those sailors. Let's go. I don't know, let's go chomp them down, eat them up." "Hang on," said the female whale. "A blowjob is one thing, but I ain't swallowing no semen." A long time ago, I was out with my friend Jamie and ran into a couple of professional football players I knew. My friend was jealous, amazed that it seems like everyone knows me. A year later, we went to a UB40 show. At the show I told him I knew the band and got a hold of one of the roadies and got a message to the band that I was here. A couple of them came out to say hi and take us back to party with them after the show. The following month, we were having lunch in New York and Bill Clinton was there. I told my Jamie I knew Bill and he called bullshit. I went up and said hi to Bill and Bill asked me and my friend to join him. We were in Rome the following year and went to the Vatican. The Pope was giving a sermon and I told Jamie to hold on. I want to say Tahi Pope and I would be right back. A few minutes later I see my friend getting loaded into an ambulance. I meet him at the hospital and asked what happened. He said he was sure I is full of shit this time. But then he saw me go out on the balcony with the Pope, and some lady standing next to him said, "Who the fuck is that guy standing next to Dave?" A blonde, a redhead, and a brunette all escape from jail. The police start chasing them, so they hide in a barn. They all find sacks to hide in and hear the police walking in. The policeman sees the 3 sacks and is suspicious. He taps the first one where the redhead is hiding in. "Meow," the redhead said. The policeman figured there must be a cat inside. He kicked the second one where the brunette was. "Woof woof," she said, and the policeman figured that there was a dog in there. He came to the third bat and kicked it. No sound came out. He kick it again and the blonde says, potatoes. It puts me in such giggle fits. Why don't skeletons fight each other? Because they don't have the guts. Hope it's okay lol. A guy from Britain and a guy from Germany both want to build a house. They both submit papers to their local government permits and things, and wait to hear back. Few months later they both go to the mailbox and get their papers. Guy from Britain says oh good. They signed off and said I can build my house. Guy from Germany goes, oh good. They sent me the papers I need to fill out so I can build my house.